Three, two, one.
Okay, hello. Magandang buhay. Atin ngayong pag-aaralan ang square of binomial. Now, in this channel, pag-aaralan natin yung iba't ibang paraan or the methods on how to square the given binomial. Again, after this, atin ding i-discuss what is the importance of this in our real life. Saan ba natin magagamit itong square of binomial? Now, but before that, please subscribe, like, and share this channel. Okay, example is the square of the sum of A and B. Now, ano ba ang ibig sabihin nitong square? Meaning, we will multiply twice to itself yung ating base. Ang ating base ay A plus B. Meaning, we will write this 2 times. No? Okay, tingnan lang natin. Okay, we have, expand lang natin, the A plus B multiplied by A plus B. Now, kung i-apply natin yung distributive, we have A is multiplied by the A plus B plus B is multiplied by the A plus B. Then, multiply po natin, di-distribute natin A times A, we have A squared plus A times B is AB. Ito yon, A times B is AB plus we have B times A, right? Natin standard, that is, unahin natin is A, then B plus B times B is B squared. Then, after natin ma-distribute, we let us combine the similar term. Pag sinabing similar term, same variable with same exponent or the degree. Itong A squared, wala siyang kagaya, plus itong dalawang tong AB plus AB, we have 2, then AB. Then, rewrite natin the B squared, meaning the square of the sum of A and B is A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Now, i-apply naman natin yung tinatawag nating the FOIL method. F stands for the first term, O for the outer term, I for the inner term, and L for the last term. Now, let us rewrite A plus B multiplied by the A plus B. Then, for the first term, meaning we will multiply A with A. That is A squared. Then, O, the outer term, the A multiplied by B, that is AB. Inner term, B times A, that is AB. Then, B times B for the last term, that is B squared. Now, kung i-rewrite natin, the product of the first term is the A squared. Then, ito, inner at outer term, itong ating i-combine. We have the AB plus AB is equal to 2AB. And we will rewrite or we will add the product of the last term, which is equal to B squared. Again, the square of A plus B, or the square of the sum of A and B, is A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Now, let's proceed to another example. Again, we have the the square of a plus 5. Again, apply lang natin yung, rewrite lang natin twice. A plus 5 multiplied by the a plus 5. Then, let us distribute a, or multiply natin to sa a plus 5 plus 5 multiplied by the a plus 5. Then let us multiply. A times a, we have a squared. A times 5, we have 5a. 5 times a, again, we have 5a. 5 times 5, we have 25. Then, let us combine this 5a plus 5a because that is a similar term. Meaning, we have a squared plus 10a plus 25. Now, using the FOIL method, or kung nalimutan nyo yung FOIL method, you just rewrite a plus 5 multiplied by the a plus 5. Then, gawa lang kayo ng smiling face. Ito, first term, the last term, then the outer term, ayan, and the inner term, para siyang naka-smile. Kaya once na nagsasagot tayo ng math, just relax and enjoy, and always smile para madali maintindihan. A times a, we have the a squared. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times a for the inner term, we have 5a. A times 5, that is our outer term, that is 5a. Then the sum of the inner and the outer term is 10a. Then let us rewrite. The product of the first term is the a squared. Inner and the inner and the outer is 10a plus the last term 25. That is the square of a plus 5. Next is we have a minus 3. The square of a minus 3. Again, we have a minus 3 multiplied by the a minus 3. A times a, or a with a minus 3 minus, or negative 3 multiplied by a minus 3. Distribute a times a, we have the a squared. A times 3, or negative 3, that is a negative 3a. Negative 3 times a, again, that is negative 3a. Then negative 3 times a negative 3, negative times negative is positive 9. Then again, combine the similar term. We have the a squared minus 6a plus 9. For the FOIL method, or using the FOIL method, a minus 3 multiplied by a minus 3. Smiling, smile. Ayan. A times a, yun yung outer, that is a squared. Then, negative 3 times negative 3, that is positive 9. Then, negative 3a, or 3 times a is a negative 3a. Negative 3 times a is, again, negative 3a. The sum of that is a negative 6a. Meaning, we have the square of a minus 3 is equal to a squared minus 6a plus 9. And another example, our first term has a coefficient. Same lang, same procedure. Let us expand, rewrite this 2a minus 5 twice. Meaning, square, ay multiply daw natin yung base 2 times to itself. Then, let us apply the distributive property. 2a multiplied by 2a minus 5. minus 5 multiplied by 2a minus 5. Again, let us distribute. 2a or 2 times 2 is 4. Then a times a is a squared. Then 2a times negative 5, 2 times 5 is a negative 10a. Negative 5 times 2 is a negative 10. Then may variable tayong a. Then negative 5 times a negative 5 is positive 25. Then to simplify, we have the 4a squared. The sum of negative 10a and negative 10a is negative 20a plus 25. Again, for the FOIL method, we have 2a minus 5 multiplied by 2a minus 5. Okay, gawa lang tayo na naka-smile. Okay, first, 2a times 2a, we have 4a squared. Then, negative 5 times negative 5. For the last term, we have positive 25. Then, negative 5 times 2a, that is a negative 10a. Then, 2a times negative 5 is a negative 10a. Okay, the result is a negative 20a. We have 4a squared minus 20a plus 25. That is the result in squaring 2a minus 5. Now, to check if our answer is correct, especially kung nalilito kayo sa sign, if the given binomial is negative, that's one. The given binomial is negative, meaning the middle term of the result trinomial is negative. Then the first term and the last term, they are both positive. Okay? Now, for the shortcut method, ito lang po yung tatandaan ninyo. First, square the first term. Then, followed by step number 2, add twice the product of the first and the last term. And third, add the square of the last term. Now, tingnan natin. According to this, square the first term. Now, what is our first term? The first term in the given binomial or square binomial is a. That is a. Ang sabi doon, square the first term. Then, add twice the product of the first. Our first is a and our last term is 1. Meaning, plus 2 times a, that is 2a times 1, that is 2a. Then, plus the square of the last term. The last term is 1 and the square of that is 1. Now, kung ating ko-combine, again, the square of the first term is a, that is equal to a squared. Plus, multiply daw twice, 2 times 1 times a, that is 2a. Plus, square of the last term, which is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Meaning the square of a plus 1 is equal to a squared plus 2a plus 1. Okay, another example for the shortcut method. We have a plus 4 squared. According to this step, square the first term. Our first term is a. Now we have the square. Then, multiply lang natin itong first and the last. A times 4 is 4a. Then, multiply natin yung 4a with 2. The result is 8a. Plus, square the last term. Our last term is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Now, that is the square of a plus 4a squared plus 8a plus 16. Another example, we have 3a plus 5, or the square of 3a plus 5. Square the first term. The first term is 3a. That is 3a. Square the first term plus twice, meaning times 2, twice the product of the first term and the last term, which is 5, plus the square of the last term. Our last term is 5. I-square daw natin. And the square of 3a is 9a squared plus 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 3 is 6 times 5. That is 30. And our variable here is a. Plus square of 5 is 25. Another, we have 4a minus 3, then squared. Square the first term, that is the 4a, square daw. Then negative, lagay muna natin plus twice the product of 4a and negative 3 plus the square of a negative 3. 4 times 4 is 16a squared. Then, tingnan natin kung anong sign. Positive 2 times 4 is 8 times negative 3 is a negative 24a. Plus, the square of a negative 3 is positive 9. Again, the square of 4a minus 3 is 16a squared minus 24a plus a. Another example, we have the 5a minus 6, or the square of 5a minus 6. Square of the first term, 5a times 5a is 25a squared. Napapansin nyo, that is negative. Yung ating middle term, lagyan na natin dito ay negative. 5 times 6, 30, times 2, that is 60. And the variable is a. Then square the last term, 6 times 6 is 36. Okay? Now, next is, tingnan natin yung application. Now, itong square of binomial, magagamit natin to get the square of a certain number. Okay? For example, we have 12. What is the square of 12? This is equal to 12 times 12. And that 12 times 12, in using the manual method, 12 times 12, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. The answer is 144. But using the principle of square of binomial, gamitin natin yung shortcut method. According to the shortcut method, natin ay square the first term. Now, ang ating first term dito, itong nasa ones digit or the first digit. What is the square of 2? Yes, that is 4. Then, yung second method doon, add twice the product of the first and the last. Dito naman, i-multiply lang natin yung first, which is 2. Okay? That is 2 multiplied by 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Then times the result by 2. Okay, again, pwedeng in this way, 1 times 2 times 2. That is equal to 4. Then, square the last term, that is 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, another example, 15. Okay, what is the square of 5? That is 25. Meaning, meron pa tayong carry na 2. 1 times 5 is 5 times 2, that is 10, plus 2, that is 12. Carry 1. Square of 1, that is 1, plus 1, kasi may remainder tayo, that is 2. 225. Okay, another example, we have square of 23. Square the first term, 3 times 3, 9. 2 times 3, 6 times 2, 12. Sulat lang natin dito yung 2. Meron tayong carry na 1. Then square the last term or the 10th digit. 2 times 2, 4. Plus 1, that is 5. The answer for the square of 23 times 23 is 529. Okay, one more. We have, sabihin natin, 18. Square of 18. 8 times 8, or the square of the last term, that is 8 times 8 is 64. May carry tayo na 6. 1 times 8 is 8 times 2. 8 times 2, 16. Plus 6, 22. Carry 2. Square of the last term or the 10th digit is 1 plus 2 is 324. Again, we have another example is, ang gusto nyo is 52. Square of 52, 2 times 2, 4. 5 times 2, 10 times 2, 20. Right here 2, then carry 2. Alright, sorry, right here yung 0, then carry 2. 5 times 5, 20. 5 plus 2, 27. The answer is 2,704. That is the square of 52. Okay, another is, sabihin natin ay 73. Square of 73. Square, yung first number, that is 9. Multiply nyo lang yung 7 times 3, 21 times 2. 21 times 2 is 42. Carry lang natin yung 4. Then square the last term. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 plus 4 is 53. Okay, we have 5,329. Okay, another example is 13. Square of 13. Ano ba ang square of 13? Square the first term is 9. Multiply yung tens dun sa ones. 1 times 3. Multiply natin sa exponent. 1 times 3 is 3 times 2. That is 6. Square the last term. That is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay? Halimbawa, another last example. Square of 80. Square of 0 is 0. 8 times 0, 0. Times 2, 0. Square of 8, that is 64. Okay, meaning we have 6,400. Okay, another is 71. What is the square of 71? The square of 1 is 1. 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 14. Carry 1. Square of 7, that is 49 plus 1 is 50. We have 5,041. Now, yan po yung application ng square of binomial. Mas mabilis natin makukuha ang square of two-digit numbers mentally. Again, ang gagawin lang natin is square the first term, that is the first number, o kaya yung ones digit, i-square lang natin. Then, second, i-multiply natin yung tens dun sa ones, then i-multiply natin with the exponent. Then, for the last term, i-square natin yung tens digit. Yun lang, ganun lamang kasimple yung ating pag-square of a certain number. Again, thank you very much for listening.